Yeah, so today I'm talking about boundaries. Um, Boundaries are not simple. I think at the very basis of setting boundaries is for you to know how you feel about yourself. So I would ask you to think of all the work and all the workshops and all the people you've talked to about trying to find out who you are and loving and accepting yourself. Just think of that and then have that as a basis of your boundary. And from that, you can move to think about what you allow others, what is acceptable for others to do to you and to ask from you. So, from that basis of loving yourself and accepting yourself fully and knowing all your feelings are valid, you set your boundaries. So, one of the things that I find when I set a boundary, some of my boundaries um, are quite solid because, like you, I am a sensitive empath, and as a sensitive empath, we are compassionate people and we want to help. And it didn't come easy for me to say no, but now when I say no, no is a complete sentence and there's no other explanation needed. I find too, if I set a boundary with someone who is quite aggressive and maybe a little bit narcissistic, they'll keep coming at me. The more I hold a boundary firm, the more they keep trying to contact me, sending me messages, trying to phone me. It's almost as if energetically they sense the cutting of the cord, the cutting of the contact, and then to make this last effort to get in there. These people, I would say, I would be very wary of because energetically, I find that they would be getting some kind of feed from me and they would be very draining. So I have no room for those people in my life. And I know you don't either. Yes, with Facebook and Instagram, it's quite easy to get to have our boundaries, very blurred because it's funny. Like I have loads of people on my Facebook, my Facebook page, but I wouldn't know them if I met them out, in the community. So I would always say to people, come up and introduce yourself because I can't, I think because of my hair, I'm more memorable to people. But so like, this kind of social media world, it's difficult world to navigate. I would advise you, this is self-talk to myself as well, is not to engage in any unhelpful talk. So just choose not to. If someone says something to you that's quite triggering, just choose not to take the bait. Just don't reply. You don't have to argue on the internet, Turn off notifications for things that triggers you, and leave groups that make you feel uncomfortable. And it doesn't have to be anything offensive, but just if you see things that don't make you happy, that doesn't raise your vibration, leave the group. It's simple. So yeah, boundaries. I think the hardest thing about setting a boundary and saying no to someone is knowing that they're not going to like me when I say no. So that's another thing. I noticed I had to get used to people not liking me. Then from the other side of that, I need to think then, what do these people do in my life? You know, do they visit me? Do they come to see me? Do they know me? Do they know me? No, they don't. So why would I care if they liked me or not? Seems harsh, but it's just the way it is. And around this too, about setting boundaries, is remembering that what other people think of me is not any of my business. And this comes from knowing that they see and experience life from the filter of their own experiences of life. So what they see and experience is completely different to what I see and experience and feel. So if they choose not to like me, it's perfectly fine. Yeah. I hope I explained that okay. So yeah, there's people that you would of course give an explanation to. People that are in your circle, you would say no, I can't because, and because they know you and love you, they will accept that. Other people, you just say no, not possible, and move on. And there's no debating that. I know this thing has come up about ghosting people as if it's a bad thing. Don't get caught up in those stupid terms. If someone in your life is not making your life better, is not making you feel good about yourself, do not engage. So yeah, boundaries are good. Boundaries are about really liking, loving and respecting yourself, and just not allowing people to shit all over you. I'm not doing that anymore. And this from a place of non-judgment. It's always about how you feel about yourself, not even about the other person. Because again, they're coming from that place, that reality that they're in, which is theirs, and you're in yours. So just send them love, wish them well, and away they go, living life to their fullest. But yeah, hold your boundaries and be strong. Love yourself. You can still be compassionate and kind. And you'll be able to give more to the world because you've held your boundaries. So I think that's all I've got to say on that. But yeah, thank you. Bye.